can see a short video webinar on that topic at soundmindinvesting.org. Since 1990, Sound Mind Investing has sought to offer financial wisdom for living well. soundmindinvesting.org.
Here's Rob West of Faith and Finance, heard here daily on American Family Radio. We understand how important it is for Christians to leave a legacy that will impact generations to come. One way you can do that is through a charitable gift annuity from the AFA Foundation. Call 800-326-4543, extension 345. That's 800-326-4543, extension 345. Or visit them online at afafoundation.net.
My name is Kent, and I'm a member of Christian Healthcare Ministries. I have a friend who actually has great insurance, and she recently had a life-threatening experience, and she was laying in the hospital bed afraid, not afraid for her life, but afraid of what her insurance would or would not cover. And as a CHM member, I can honestly say I just never have that fear. I can't tell you the peace of mind that provides.
Learn more about Christian Healthcare Ministries biblical cost sharing at chministries.org.
Great to have you with us today on Faith and Finance on American Family Radio. Always enjoy when Jerry Boyer stops by. Always fascinating, enlightening, and always in light of biblical truth. But it's time to turn the corner. We want to hear from you now and the remainder of the broadcast today with your financial questions. Whatever you're thinking about, whether it's living, giving, owing, or growing, we'd love to weigh in, help you think about that in light of biblical wisdom. The number to call is 800-525-7000. That's right, we've got some lines open. 800-525-7000. You can call right now. Let's begin today in Kentucky. Frank, go right ahead.
Yes, I was wondering, what do you think about a reverse mortgage?
Yeah, they're not my first choice, although I think they have a place, Frank. Tell me about your situation. Do you own your home outright?
Not yet. I always say you never own your home until you pay the last penny.
That's right.
But, yeah, but people have that tendency to think you own it. If you skip a mortgage payment, the bank will let you know that you don't own it.
That's exactly right. I agree with you. What do you think your home is worth, Frank?
I don't know exactly what it's worth, but I owe about $57,000 on it.
All right, and I imagine it's worth at least twice that, right?
I hope so.
All right.
So
Yeah, you would need 50% equity in order to do it. What are you trying to accomplish? Are you living on a fixed income and you're looking for additional income? Or are you just trying to get rid of the mortgage payment without having to pay it off? What is your goal?
Trying to get rid of the mortgage payment mostly every month. But the way I was wondering, if I did that, I would still owe regardless.
That's right.
Yeah. Got a power to backstand, you know?
Yes, you would end up owing more than you owe now because there'd be fees and an interest rate on that amount that you owe today, because when you take out the reverse mortgage, they would essentially pay off the current mortgage that you have. So you'd owe that, and then the interest and the fees would continue to accrue. The thing with the home equity conversion mortgage, which is the reverse mortgage backed by the Federal Housing Association, is that one of the benefits is you're not personally guaranteeing it. So they're essentially only collateral is the home itself, which means if you were to pay off the current mortgage, as long as you have at least 50% equity, and if they start making then a lump sum payment or a monthly payment to you, obviously anything paid out to you would continue to be added to the mortgage. And you wouldn't have to do that either. You could just pay off the existing mortgage and then just kind of freeze it right there, and then it would continue to grow. But you could be guaranteed that you would never owe more than the house is worth. So if you moved, yes, you'd have to pay it back, but the sale of the home would cover that mortgage, and then whatever is left in equity could be paid out to you. And typically, folks will get a reverse mortgage and keep it until they die. At that point, the home is there to then satisfy the mortgage amount, the loan amount for the reverse mortgage. Again, if the home is not enough to cover it, that's where the FHA steps in. So your estate would never owe more than the home itself. But obviously it does create challenges if, for instance, you wanted to keep it in the family. Obviously it would make it more difficult to do that because your heirs would have to pay off the reverse mortgage. But if that's not a concern and you're just looking to free up cash flow either by eliminating the mortgage payment or by getting an income stream coming out of the home by tapping into the equity, that's where a reverse mortgage can be effective. They're not all created equal. Some of them are very expensive, and I don't particularly care for the products. So if you're interested in this, I have a trusted partner that we would send you to at least to explore this. It's Movement Mortgage. They're a Christian mortgage company. They're national in scope, and you just go to movement.com/faith, and somebody would give you a call back. But I'm okay with it, for the purposes you're describing, as long as you understand what you're getting into.
Yeah, I was just worrying about that. I didn't know exactly because I just needed some reassurance,
Yes, sir. Well, it can be effective for somebody who's living, paycheck to paycheck in this season of life. And, obviously your mortgage is probably your biggest expense, so that would come off the table. And then you'd have the ability to, increase your monthly income stream by a monthly check. And again, you'd not be personally guaranteeing that. So, I think it is a viable option. Now, for somebody who has a conviction to get out of debt and stay out of debt and owe, no man anything, I'm completely on board with that as well. It's really just comes down to kind of what your approach is and what works best for you based on your own convictions and values. I hope that's helpful for you, Frank. We appreciate your call today, and thanks for being on the program. God bless you, sir. Let's head quickly to Georgia. Hi, Joshua. Thanks for calling. Go ahead.
Thank you, Mr. West, for taking my call. I'm sorry about yesterday. I was afraid if I called back, I might not get back on. I want to keep this short and sweet. I heard from somewhere else that basically $33 trillion in debt. GDP is about 26, so according to their math, that's about 124%. And they were saying that historically, countries around 130% default about this and 98%. Now, one of the reasons I'm asking this question, I'm totally blind. I'm planning to move down to Florida to get some extra training for a job. And my concern is, if that's true, in around 2025 or so, if I don't have a job, I'm going to be stuck down there without anything. I know we shouldn't live in fear, but I still think I got to try one more last time to get a job and everything, because there's just nothing right here in Central Georgia. I'm going to hang up and listen to what you have to say, and whether or not it's what I want to hear, that's fine. It's probably what I need to hear, so thank you and God bless.
Okay, I appreciate your call. Your math is right. Our GDP sits at about 26 trillion. Our U.S. debt is sitting at about 33.2 trillion. You've got to keep in mind, though, a couple of things. Number one is that's the public debt outstanding is the number that folks will often look at. And so, for instance, although you've got the 33 trillion, which is often cited by the media, it includes 6.8 trillion that the federal government essentially owes itself due to trust fund and other accounting. So really the debt held by the public is about 26 trillion, about 98% of GDP. I'll give you my thoughts, though, after this break. We are grateful to Chessman Wealth Strategies for their support of faith and finance. Their mission is to help clients make smart choices with their money so they can worry less, enjoy life, and ultimately become good stewards of the resources God has entrusted to them. ChessmanWealth.com. That's ChessmanWealth.com. The phone number is 214-572-2120. Investment advisory services offered through CWM LLC, an SEC registered investment advisor.
Target is in the bullseye because of its transgender bathroom policy.
Petition by the American Family Association to boycott Target now surpassing 1 million signatures and counting.
People have their own beliefs and stuff, but what can it hurt? What can it hurt? What can it hurt?
It hurts our daughters.
It hurts you. It hurts our families.
It hurts me.
It hurts all of us.
Sign the petition to boycott Target at afa.net.
for support from Eventide Investments on the Faith and Finance program. Eventide's approach to values-based investing is grounded in the belief that humankind was created in the image of God, with intrinsic dignity, value, and worth. Eventide calls this investing that makes the world rejoice. More information is available at eventideinvestments.com. That's eventideinvestments.com.
Are you investing in the future of God's kingdom or wonder how your money can make the most impact for His purposes? Kenneth Boa and Russ Crossan wrote the book Leverage, Using Temporal Wealth for Eternal Gain, to guide these discussions and build a financial legacy where moth nor rust destroy. Request your copy with your gift of any amount at faithfi.com. Your donation helps us share God's financial principles with others. Leverage your resources for greater impact today.
Hi, I'm Matt Ayers, president of Wesley Biblical Seminary. Do you want to be prepared for ministry at an institution that you can trust? Wesley Biblical Seminary has been training trusted leaders for faithful churches for almost 50 years. In a nation where many denominations and theological institutions are caving to cultural pressure, Wesley Biblical Seminary is standing strong on God's truth. Earn your bachelor's or master's degree to equip you for faithful and fruitful ministry. Learn more at wbs.edu.
Are you struggling to fit your faith into your practice as a Christian financial advisor? The Certified Kingdom Advisor designation teaches you a step-by-step process to confidently deliver advice that aligns with Christian values. Discover the skills you need to help your clients make a kingdom impact. Get started today by enrolling in the CKA educational program at kingdomadvisors.com/getcertified. That's kingdomadvisors.com/getcertified.
This is American Family Radio, a listener-supported ministry of the American Family Association.
Great to have you with us today on Faith and Finance here on American Family Radio. This is the program where we apply God's wisdom to your financial decisions and choices, help you make decisions in light of God's Word as you're a steward of God's resources. So what's on your mind today? What questions do you have, financially speaking? We'd love to hear about it and talk about it together. 800-525-7000. I've got some lines open. You can call right now and get through. 800-525-7000. Just before the break, we had a caller asking about the U.S. national debt, concerned that our debt sitting at $33.2 trillion is about 124% of GDP. Our gross domestic product for 2023 is around $26 trillion. What I was saying was, there is reason for concern, and the trajectory we're on is not good, and it needs to be addressed. Absolutely. I will say, though, that often that 33 trillion number is just slightly misleading because, for assessing economic impact, because about nearly 7 trillion of that is from the federal government holding its own debt for accounting purposes. So the economics profession has long focused on public debt, or debt held by the public, which brings that down to about 98% of GDP. Now, still, we're not on a good path here. Most economists, for instance, I was looking at a study recently that said we could probably handle somewhere between 175 and 200% of GDP. Now, that 200% would be in the most favorable environment, and that assumes that the financial markets believe that the government will eventually implement an effective approach, because once the financial markets believe otherwise, financial markets can unravel in even smaller debt to GDP ratios. But we probably have somewhere between 15 and 20 years where, unless we make changes, we'd be okay. But at that point, we'd probably, even by raising taxes and cutting benefits, we would still, have a debt crisis likely looming. So the idea is that this is probably still down the road, a decade or two, probably closer to 2, but it is something we need to address, and clearly that's why we saw the downgrade. Fitch Ratings, you'll remember August 1st, announced its decision to downgrade the U.S. long-term credit rating from AAA to AA+, so not the highest level, one notch below that. They did maintain, though, their country credit rating ceiling at AAA, which means that other borrowers in the U.S. can still receive AAA ratings, even though the U.S. was downgraded one notch. Was that political? Is there something behind that? Well, you could argue it both ways, but nevertheless, we're not on a good trajectory. So what do we need to do about it? Well, recognizing it is more serious, this debt situation, than any time in the recent past, we need to support political candidates who are concerned about the debt and annual deficits and will cut spending. We need policies that promote economic productivity, which is the key to climbing out of public debt. And again, that means, supporting candidates who will vote to lower taxes, reduce regulations, understand a biblical worldview of economics and wealth creation, that human beings were created to be productive in the image of God, and that productivity creates a virtuous cycle, and that it ultimately should result in giving, generosity, giving back to the God who created us. And when we do that, we can grow our way out of this. But again, it's going to come down to folks who understand that and can make the decisions accordingly. So I think we need to pray. We need to show up at the ballot box. But I don't think there's anything imminent, even though, perhaps this idea of a debt crisis in the U.S. was not even plausible a decade ago. It certainly is on the radar now, but I think it's still quite a bit down the road if we get there, and hopefully we don't. We make the changes we need to make. Now, some people always ask about, well, what about Japan? Because they're at 263% of debt to GDP, and that's true. But it's a slightly different situation. They have a much higher savings rate personally, and we would never be able to get to that level. So nevertheless, we need to make some changes, but at the end of the day...
Yeah. Actually, my date expired today, but I spoke with the Christian in the will, and give him the situation at next door car wash, the opening. They got the $30 for 3 months, and already done now for first month. And they told me, Will and Christian together, they told me when I come back and give my new phone number, and he credited it back for the 2 other months for extra credit.
Okay, I'm gonna call my manager over and he can look you right out.
Okay. Hey, how are you doing? Other day I spoke with the Will and the Christian.
Okay.
They were here like a couple of days ago, and today is my expiration date for my contract for first month.
Okay.
For the $30. I explained to them about the next door. They have 3 months for $30. And Will told me, Will and Christian told me, give my another number, and they will fix it and give me 2 other months for the credit. For
2 months of credit?
Yeah, like a 3 month. They already have a program, they say.
So we do have a promotion, a 10-10-10 promotion, where you pay $10.
No, not $10. Every month at $30. But the I explained the next new car wash.
Yes, clean.
Yeah, they got the $30 for whole 3 months. For whole $30.
Yeah.
And I explained to Will and a Christian, and Will told me that when I come back, my expiration date today, and give my new phone number, and they will fix it and they will extend it for 3 months. Actually, you guys, they told me you guys have a new 3 months.
Okay, so we do have a 3-month program where you pay $10 a month. It comes out to $30 for the 3 months.
Okay.
And it's also unlimited. You can go in as many times as you like.
Okay. Yeah. I mean, if 3 months is okay, but they give me 2 more months for credit. You know. You can talk to Will. I mean, Will and Christian. They know what I'm talking about.
Yeah, well, I know what they're talking about because I'm the manager of the store.
Oh, not the Will.
Will's MIT. He's manager in training.
Oh, manager in training. Okay.
I'm the manager.
Okay. What? Okay. Can you tell the Christian and the Will?
Because I believe the plan that they're trying to get you on is the 10-10-10, where you pay $10 every month for the next 3 months, and of course unlimited washes, and you can select whichever package you like.
Mm-hmm. Okay, so if I pay $10, then it will be from today until 3 more months is.
So you can't pay it all at once. You would have to pay every month $10. So like, let's say you get it today, $10. You pay $10 today. In 30 days, you will have to pay another $10, and then another 30 days after that, you will pay another $10, which will come out to $30 for 3 months.
Oh, I see. I kind of confused because what the Will told me the like he's gonna fix it for current credit, and then it reimbursed for 3 months.
Okay.
Yeah. Are you gonna call him now?
I'm gonna call him.
Okay.
Because I don't know why he said reimbursed if we can't give
The
away.
Christian and
we can't give away monthly programs for free.
Mm-hmm.
Yo. Hey, I got a quick question. I have a customer here who was talking about the 3 months that he spoke to you and Will about this, about crediting him 2 months so that he can be able to wash his cars. What's your name, sir?
Oh, Shoichiro.
I'm sorry?
Shoichiro Nakajima.
Nakajima?
David.
David. Okay. Yeah, let me give Will a call then. Yeah, because I don't understand what he's trying to get. I'm trying to get him on the 3-month program, but he said something about Will and Christian crediting him for those 2 months, but it doesn't. Okay. All right. Thank you. Bye-bye. And let me call Will.
Mm-hmm.
Hello? Hey, Will. Hey, so I have a customer here who says he spoke with you and Christian about crediting him a couple of months for the membership because of Clean's promotion. I thought he was talking about the 3 months for 10. I believe his name's David. Yeah, he's in Black Toyota. So what was it that y'all were gonna do for him? Okay. Okay, I see. Okay, so that's what I thought. Okay, all right, sounds good. All right, bye-bye. Yeah, so it is a 10-10-10 program. So where you pay $30 for the next 3 months. Of course, unlimited washes. You can select the package that you like. You got all of those right there. Ceramic Shield would be our best wash. And then you got the washing wheels.
This promotion is always $10 for 3 months.
It's gonna be $10. It's only gonna be there for the next few weeks. But we will be taking it down pretty soon.
Taking it down pretty soon, okay.
Yeah.
So total is gonna be $30?
Right now you pay 10.
Okay, so 10, 10, 10, and after 3 months,
After 3 months, it goes to the original price. The only one that will give you a discount would be the Ceramic Shield, which would be this one right here. Instead of it coming out to $39, it actually goes up to $29, which would be cheaper than this one right here, because that one's at $32.99.
So it is gonna be $29 for three months, or just 1 month.
So for 3 months, you're gonna pay every month $10. After the $10, after the third month, it's gonna go up to $29.99.
Oh, okay. So today, if I join it, then it's gonna be $10
Yes, sir.
for 3 months.
For 1 month, and then the second month you pay another $10. And the third month, another $10. So
Okay.
it's $10 every month for the next 3 months.
Can you give me the receipt?
Yeah.
Okay.
So let me go ahead and remove your car from our system. I don't know if they've done that. Because if it's in the system, it won't allow me to give you that deal. So let me go ahead and delete that, start you fresh, and we'll get you on that 10-10-10.
Okay.
Okay? Yes, sir. I'll be right back.